back, everyone, to the TRU Ball and Black Eagle Pro-Am here in London, Kentucky. Darren Christenbury, our next group up is Senior Pro. And tell us what we're looking at here.
Sean Greathouse is new to the Senior Pro shoot-off. He's leading with a 408. Tim Gillingham, which is no stranger to the shoot-off or winning the ASAs, is a 408. Tony Tazza, he's right there in the mix constantly. Again, 408. Jeff Hopkins, which he won Minden, 406. Billy Mccall, 404. There's 4 points between first and fifth. This one is literally anybody's ball game.
4 points. And in our last division, we saw Samantha McCann. This was her first ever pro shoot-down. Sean Greathouse comes in, his first ever pro shoot-down.
And he's leading.
He's in first place.
That's right, that's right. But with 5-6 arrows to go, it's anybody's game.
All right, well, let's get to the archers here. Nathan Brooks, bring them out for us.
All right, so our next event of the afternoon is going to be your Senior Pro Division. And in fifth place from Mill Spring, North Carolina, shooting for Martin Archery, Mr. Bill Mccall. And in fourth place from Lacona, Iowa, shooting for Martin Archery, Mr. Jeff Hopkins. And in third place, from Boswell, Pennsylvania, shooting for Hoyt, Mr. Tony Tazza. And in second place, from Provo, Utah, shooting for Bowtech, Tim Gillingham. And your number one qualifier from Johnstown, Colorado, shooting for Matthews, Sean Greathouse.
All right, Darren, so we have to start off where we always do, Tim's stabilizers.
Yes, yeah, he's a master tinkerer, and he thinks outside the box when it comes to archery. He's tried everything. He's an expert on arrows. He's an expert on tuning. He's always finding a way to get 1 point better, and he feels like that this stabilizer setup is a good tool for him, and he's in the shoot-off almost every single time. He wins a ton of tournaments, and whatever he does or whatever he comes up with, he always makes it work.
He's got 4 30-inch bars out there.
Yeah.
We should mention that he's also in the business of selling stabilizers.
He is,
so.
And that's probably $1,200+ of stabilizers and mounts on that bow right there. So his total setup's probably pushing $3,000 right there. So if you want to own a bow and stabilizer setup just like Tim Gillingham, it just takes $3,100 bills.
He has talked about that. I've heard him explain it, that he's looking for moments of inertia.
Yeah.
When that bow sits still, because he is a puncher. He commands that release to fire.
Yeah, when his pin gets where he wants it and his eye sees the sight picture he likes, he just lets her go. There's a good look at Billy Mccall. Billy's like slow and steady wins the race. He's always right there, it seems like.
And he is just the opposite of Tim in terms of punching. He just lets that go nice and easy. Same with Tony Tazza here. You'll see both of them shooting 2-finger releases.
Yeah. I'm anxious to see how Sean does. First pro shoot down in the lead, and it is hard to hang on to a lead. It's hard.
He has been shooting in the semi-pro class from 2009 until this year. This is his first year in the pro class.
Good for him. And he came in leading. His first shoot down, he's come in with the lead, but he's got a lot of experience behind him.
Yes, he does.
Tim's a different kind of aggressive when he has to. Hopkins, no stranger to winning and hitting rings when he needs to. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. There's a good look at the hammer.
Oh, that's
doing what he does.
Looks pretty close.
He hit just right, I believe.
Sean started with a 10 to move to 418. And Tim must have, I didn't see where his arrow hit.
Just right of the 12, I believe.
He's going to shoot it as well. Tony Tazza owns a bow shop in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Excuse me, Johnstown.
That was such a good camera angle we had there behind Tony a minute ago, watching that arrow track all the way to that Black Panther right there. It just shows you how much of an arc there is and how far that distance is.
And he got it. So.
No, he called upper.
Oh, he did call upper.
I believe he called
Oh, yeah,
upper.
Don's changing his cards now.
There it is.
There we go, 10.
10 for Tony. He called upper and hit the lower. Mike was just a little bit confused there.
Just a little bit.
Don't be so happy, Don.
So
it's just a score.
So now we come to Jeff Hopkins, who has won in 3D archery at every level, every game.
Jeff's a big farmer from Iowa. He grows some little deer. He's got some big deer. I say that with lots of sarcasm. He's got an awesome place up there in Iowa.
14.
There you go.
That's what Jeff Hopkins is going to do. He doesn't come in.
He just took the lead.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Sean. I said it's really hard to hang on to a lead out here. So thankfully they still have 4 or 5 arrows to go.
Here's Bill Mccall.
See that?
Again.
The lady started off shooting that thing hot too. 8 for Billy. Puts him at 412.
All right, so we had a move to 1. So Jeff Hopkins was on the shortest, that hyena. Now he moves to the longest. We'll see what he can do with the blessed buck.
And do some quick math again. We talked about how important each arrow is. We talked earlier, there was 4 points between first and fifth. After 1 arrow, Billy is now 8 points behind the leader. Jeff has a 420, Billy's at a 412. So the deficit doubled for Bill right there.
We saw Jeff look at his sight tape through the reverse end of his binoculars. We should mention senior means 50 plus.
Yes, 50 plus. And if you look through your binoculars backwards, if you've never done that, it turns into a giant magnifying glass. So it blows those numbers up huge where they can see them.
Generally, we only see that in the senior class.
The struggle, I say it all the time, the struggle is real.
I do it all the time. There's a look at Sean, and Sean is one of the owners of a company called Hamsky Archery Products. And you'll see a lot of Hamsky gear on these bows.
A bunch. Good look at Tony.
Tony went for it, and he...
Can't tell if he called upper.
He did call upper.
That was Tim on that upper there. He did call it. Tim shot that Black Panther. There's a good look at Billy.
There's Bill.
That's a good camera angle watching those arrows fly from behind.
Just left 12.
10 for Billy. 422. This weather's perfect.
It's beautiful. Usually I'm used to sitting out here just sweating.
Yeah, this is nice. Good look at Sean there, trying to get his lead back. Just missing that low 12. Good 10 for him, though.
Taking a 10. 428.
And Jeff knows no gear other than mash the gas.
None.
You know, so he's going to shoot aggressive all the way through this thing. He's not here to try to cash a check or get on the podium. He's trying to win.
I've seen him miss in the shoot downs before. Oh, he got
Good
it.
shot
12
by
for
Tim. If I'm not mistaken, by my eyes, that's the longest target on the field.
The Panther?
That's my guess.
That could be. You could be correct. I said it was the blessed buck, but I believe you're right. I think it's the Panther.
Tony, look at there.
Oh, got it.
Tony Tazza says touche, Hopkins.
Yes.
432. So now, big arrow for Jeff here.
I did not see what he shot.
Tony,
Boy, he's close.
He's close.
I think he might be under. Yep, he is.
So an 8 for Jeff. 428 for Jeff. So Tony takes the lead.
Another lead change here. All right.
Jeff is now tied for third. He went from leading to now tied for third after 2 arrows.
He's jumping, and Tim Gillingham now is coming to the shortest target.
He's in second place with the 430. This kind of shoot down I like, where it just changes every arrow.
And if I had to guess, Tim shooting at the 14.
Yeah, since Tim 12 that long panther, that's bonus points. If he can 14 this hyena, he's going to be in the catbird seat.
We'll start your 1 minute.
Tony is now on the blessed buck. There's a good look at Tim.
He holds that thing steady.
Oh, he got
Smoked it.
Got it. Tony on that long blessed buck.
So, and this is a judging class still. We talked about it earlier. These guys are guessing the distance, so they're getting it within inches.
Same thing, left. We've seen a lot of archers shoot left.
There's old Steady Bill, just patiently waiting on that release to fire, aiming as steady as he can, and continues to put tension, and that's a good 12
that's
right
a good
there.
shot.
Good effort, gentlemen.
So we're up first.
Watch
There's
this
a look
arrow
at
track.
Sean Gracehouse shooting that panther.
Nice shot, Sean.
All right, here comes Jeff Hopkins on the turkey.
10 points, 438. See if we have a lead change here. I believe we will.
Bill Mccall on this panther. Or, sorry, on the grazing doe. They didn't look too. Oh, yeah, got it. Good
Smoked
for you,
it.
Bill. 434.
Still a good race.
Now we come to Sean on that longest target.
Sean's got a big decision coming up here on this next target.
Sean Greathouse, currently at 428.
Wide to the left.
For Sean.
Uh-oh, he does have a big decision now. 436 for Sean, and he's coming up to the target that the first three guys have shot at have all 14'd it, so he really needs
He's
to
looking.
go for it.
Something fooled him there.
Leading with bonus rings with 11.
Now here we go. Tim Gillingham on the hyena, the shortest target.
14's on us so far in the round.
Jeff 14'd it, Tony 14'd it, and Tim,
And Tim 14'd it as well.
yep, smoked it.
Hey, Don, turn that around so they can't see the rings, the ones that have been shot already, so the guys coming up don't get an unfair advantage.
Mike Tyrell having some fun with our judges here.
Tazza, upper 12 was called. He's currently our leader at 4:30.
He shot at the upper.
Before the round.
10 for Tony,
10.
442. So he's just got, Tim takes a 2-point lead over Tony now.
12 bonus rings.
Flip-flop, flip-flop.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Hopkins at 438.
Tim's gonna call an upper.
436. And Bill McCall at 434. Everyone's still within 10
That
points
blessed
of our
buck has
leader.
been fooling people.
Yeah, yeah, we've not, I don't think we've seen a bonus ring shot on it yet, and very few 10s.
Yeah.
The Panther's getting some people as well. Didn't get Tim, he 12'd it, and then 14 the hyena, and now he's got the lead. He actually has an 8-point lead over Sean, which Sean came in tied for the lead with bonus ring. So,
Start your 1 minute.
like we said, each arrow is very important. We're 3 arrows in, and it's still up for grabs.
There's a good look at Sean Greathouse. Again, in his first ever shootdown, his fourth ever tournament as a pro. Coraline.
He's right between the 14 and the 10.
Yeah, he went
He
for
won't
it.
be happy with that one.
Here's a good look at Tim. Tim was still setting his sight when they started here, so he's a little behind, but he called upper.
He certainly did.
Boy, he's close. I just
I
can't, see
tell,
in that
yeah.
shadow.
It's a good effort. He's right there at it. There's a good look at the big man, Hopkins.
I believe he probably went for that 14 and
Yeah.
he missed it.
Tony Tazza.
He had a strange follow through on that. That's a good shot right there by Tony.
And Tony,
He hasn't been a big
Did not
reward
call
for
the upper, I don't
today.
believe.
10 for Tony.
Hmm. Puts him at a 452.
Next up, Jeff Hopkins on the grazing doe.
You have to assume Jeff was shooting at the 14
Yeah,
there.
it
So
sure looks like it
he
where
hit,
that arrow
he hit between the 14 and the 10, so he's going to take an 8. There's a look. Watch his follow through. Just a weird.
8 for Jeff Hopkins.
No,
Oh, that
that's
was
his
his
letdown.
Which
maybe
you don't see him let down very
maybe
often.
he got short on the clock. He definitely was shooting at the 14 then. He was trying to figure out where to aim at.
Yep, he shot an 8.
There's his shot. You can see that surprise. Yeah, he didn't like where it landed.
That's his son Scott there, incidentally, holding the umbrella.
452 for Jeff. Billy McCall shot an 8.
He shot an 8. So that moves him to 442. So here we go. Sean Greathouse. Everybody's hit it so far, 14, but he did not. Again, that's a core line. That's not a scoring ring.
8 for Sean Greathouse.
Moves him to 444, and now Tim.
Tim, we don't know yet. At least 10 points here. He goes to 54 and maintains the lead, but he
went for 12.
He's just right of it.
Yep.
Okay, so a 10 for Tim.
454.
That's a good Chevy motor.
454 for Tim Gillingham. Tony Tazza stays in second. 454 for Tim. Come down to Jeff Hopkins, 446. Sean Greathouse, 444. Bill McCall, 442. This is arrow number 5.
Billy needs to hit this 14 here. He's 12 points behind the leader, so he currently, if he doesn't hit a bonus ring here, he won't shoot the final arrow. So he's going to need to try to 14 this to make a move.
He's on the shortest. You can see that bow Jeff Hopkins has. It says Legend. That's named for him. That's a bow he helped design.
And the 730, if I'm not mistaken, is that his ASA number?
I think it is.
I
Yes,
think it is.
you are correct.
Yep.
Yes.
The Legend 730 by Martin there. He's been around for about 66 years, I think, shooting.
At least that.
And he's won about 600 tournaments. I wouldn't be surprised to see Jeff go for the 14 right here.
Probably. That's what he does.
He's not here for second.
No. Now, Tim, it looked like he shot left on that turkey, I believe. He's shaking his head. I don't think he liked that.
It's never over till it's over. We still got another arrow to go after we score this one.
For our leader, Tim Gillingham, currently at 454.
Yeah,
on the turkey.
He did. He missed left.
Yeah. Gosh, he won't like that. 462 for Mr. Tim.
Not the least of which is
Tony Tazza is up next, and he called upper, so he's not going to get the 12 here.
He's a very solid shoot down with 3 10s and 114.
That's a 10.
Upper 12.
Yeah.
Good 10 for Tony. So him and Tony and Tim are now tied at 462s.
If anybody has a chance to go shoot that car, would you do it?
There's a car alarm going off that is driving Mike Tyrell crazy.
446. 8 for Jeff Hopkins, moves him to 454.
454 for Jeff. Now we're coming to Bill, and I did not pay attention to his shot at all. He's close to that 14.
I was
Hi, Mom.
I was
There he
watching
goes.
Jeff to see if he was going to try to 14 that Panther.
Hopkins on the big screen saying, "Hi, Mom." All right. Bill McCall.
And got
Billy
it.
did it.
Yes.
Good for him. 456. So
Needed
he's going to shoot his way into a final arrow. Good shot, Billy.
Definitely keeps him within 10 points of our leaders. And for Sean
Greathouse is at the end. This is another long one.
We have a 10. That moves him to
A 10, 454.
All right, Jim.
All right, everybody's in.
Sean, I apologize, but I told you it's really hard to hang on to that lead out there.
Yes.
2 and 12 for Tim and 8 for Tony.
Those are some experienced guys behind us.
Bill McCall.
Yes, yes, yes.
4 is Sean Greathouse and Jeff Hopkins. Sean with 11 bonus rings.
So
and
let's look
Jeff
at this
with
here.
9. The order of shooting will be
So
Jeff
third
Hopkins,
is not out of the
Sean
question
Greathouse, Bill McCall,
for Jeff
Tony
Hopkins
Tazza,
or Sean
and
Greathouse.
final goes to Tim Gillingham.
First and second are, it should be.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
they're up there. I mean,
Tony and
Mccall 6 points behind. They would have to miss in order for, miss a ring for it to come down. But
Tim's going to get the last arrow, so Tony can put the pressure on him with something, and then Tim's going to know exactly what he needs to do for the final shot.
But the first 3 shooters, they're going for that 3rd place. That's it. That's up for grabs. And Don Bailey is again going to the Coyote.
And he's not making it super easy.
He's pushing. Oh, he said keep going back.
Keep going back. He's got a number in his mind he wants that target at.
And they're going back to the vicinity of the Panther.
Oh, he's going to send him back farther. No, he said put it down right there.
So they're basically shooting from the shooting box. It's essentially, he just moved them over, so they're not shooting the same angle.
They're within a yard of box 1 and 2, shooting at a coyote that's almost a par 3. It's not horrible. We see them long all the time, but that's good. It's good that they put that out there. If they put it at 20 yards, not a lot's going to change.
Right.
But when you put it out there at a big distance, these guys have to make a decision. Do I go for it? Risk reward. Nathan talked about it earlier. You shoot at that 14, shoot an 8 or a 5. It can really change your weekend.
That'll hurt. So they get some time now to go over and to judge the distance.
So all 5 of them are in this final arrow, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
All 5 are in it.
5 more shots. Billy 56. So Billy snuck in. He's sitting in 3rd right now. Yes.
He is. He was almost out of it.
Yeah, he came in 5th. He's currently sitting in 3rd. He is 6 points behind Tim and Tony, but if Bill shoots a 14 and they shoot an 8, Billy could be tied for the lead. We've seen it happen today already.
Looks like Jeff Hopkins is up first.
He may not even be up first. He might just be taking the stage. He might just say, get out of my way.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I'm shooting. Here we go.
Yeah, because Sean's got him on bonus ring, so Jeff will shoot first, then Sean's going to shoot, then Billy, then Tony, and then Mr. Gillingham will have the final arrow.
He's got his son Scott, who shoots in the Open Pro Division, holding that umbrella. These 2 practice all the time together. Oh, man!
He donutted it.
Are you kidding me?
That's what Jeff does.
That's not 20 yards.
No, that's a bomb.
Like it was nothing.
Smoked it. 468. Wow.
And he acts like it's nothing. He just turned around. Yep.
Next up.
That's where I was aiming.
So now Sean is in a horrible spot because he has to 14
Has
it.
to.
He has to.
A 14 here would do him a lot of good.
I say horrible. He's in a great spot. He's out there in his first shoot down, having fun. But he's going to look back and go, gosh, that went fast. What happened?
It gets away.
Where did these guys come from? And then he'll watch this broadcast back and say, Darren's right. It is hard to hold on to the lead out there.
I've heard more than one. You've been out there a bunch of times, but I've heard more than one competitor out there say that it goes by. Like it's.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like it's going a while for us. For them, it's over.
It's quick. Yeah, you almost need someone behind you in the stands telling you, hey, you need a 14 here, hey, you need a 12 here, or, hey, shoot safe here, because sometimes you make a mistake and it's not needed, but sometimes you don't shoot as aggressive as you need to, and you're like, man, I wish I would have known. Yeah. So it does go fast. Let's see what Sean can do here. Holding that umbrella to shade that sun out of his face. Got a little movement in that bow.
Yeah, that was a long hold. Oh, he missed.
Yeah, it went over it, didn't it?
He missed it.
Daggone it.
Hey.
Good weekend, though.
Yep. For sure. And he was kind of at the top of the leaderboard all weekend.
Yes.
I mean, he started hot and kept it rolling. You shot the same course as him. I mean, that was no joke.
It was stupid tough at times, and not so much the distance. The judging was hard because you couldn't see any detail on the target.
Yeah.
But then once you set your sight and you got to full draw, it was like, oh my gosh, what am I looking at down there? I found myself letting down and having to ask for an umbrella behind me because I could just get glare on my lens. And these shooting conditions down here are tough. And, you know, whoever wins this, we may even ask them, you know, talk about the contrast from going from the power line to this wide open, bright sunshine, you know, how difficult it is to be successful in both areas. It's not easy.
Right.
He hit it about that big, at about 35 yards. He has the most impressive and most embarrassing shots in ASA history in the Shootdown.
There you go. Jeff Hopkins. Most impressive and most embarrassing shots in an ASA shootout. As I said, I've seen him miss.
I don't know that any of them are embarrassing, you know. Sean had to shoot a 14 there to continue. I mean, what do you do, you know? He probably overjudged it by a couple yards. He shot a 0. Mark it up as experience and move on.
Here comes Bill Mccall.
So Billy needs a 12 to take third.
Ah, just missed.
He shot at the 14.8, so he's at 464. So Jeff shot himself onto the podium right there.
How about that?
For Bill Mccall.
Good save for Jeff.
So Tim and Tony have to shoot 8s to beat Jeff. That'll put them at 470s. Tony, I'm going to guess is going to bear down hard and try to shoot a 12 here. There's really no sense in him shooting a 14. If he shoots a 5, he goes to 467, which would put him all the way down to third. So the risk reward of the 14 is kind of crazy right here.
I believe that's his cone out there. So I think he is calling upper.
I think for me, you know, sitting over here with no pressure on me, I think the play is to try to 12 this right here. If you shoot a 10, if you miss in the 10 ring, Tim has to shoot a 10 to tie you or hit a bonus ring to steal the win. I take that back. Tim will win on bonus rings if he ties Tony's score here, so Tony has to hit a ring. But I think the play is at a 12.
Yeah.
I've been wrong about 6 million times. Let's see what happens.
And he's been in this situation a bunch of times.
A lot. He's stolen tournaments in this situation here before.
Center 10.
Okay, good 10.
All right.
That made Tim's job easier.
472.
Tim gets a 10 here, he'll win with bonus rings.
Moves him to 472 and 8 bonus rings. All right, Mr. Gillingham, you need a 10 to win by virtue of bonus rings. So you're currently sitting at 462.
Now,
a 10 here.
we just saw that this is not a gimme.
I was thinking that, but I wasn't going to say anything, PJ.
I didn't mean to jinx him, but I thought last time it was done.
All right. We'll start your
I would be super shocked if Tim shoots anything but a 10 right here. He might shoot a 12, but...
Right. For him to
this
miss out and hit an 8.
He always talks about the yardage and it's a judging contest, but he's very good at it.
Yes. Oh, he lifted. Oh,
he got it.
There he goes.
Center 10.
He gave a little bow fling there, but
another
I think
win.
It made him nervous.
Another win for the Hammer.
Another one.
Solid 10 for Tim. Nice, Don.
Well done, Tim Gillingham. He
All right, Tim Gillingham
played that to perfection, to what he needed to do. And like you said, that stretch there where he got that longest target, got a bonus ring.
Yep, got the 12, then 14 to Hyena, and it just set him up for, I mean, he got the last shot. All he had to do was shoot a 10 to win, so he put himself in that position.
Congrats to him. How much do you want to bet he talks about it being a judging contest when we get him on the mic here?
He might bring it up. I'm going to ask him about, or you can ask him about the contrast of the, you know.
You understand it. I'll let you ask him about that as soon as he. Oh, he's got to gather his arrows. Here he goes, making his way over to the headsets.
Rudy, if that's your car.
They put the headsets on him there. Tim Gillingham, tell us about that finish.
Well, that was a little bit nerve-wracking, actually. I guess the last one's supposed to be kind of known. But, I don't know, it worked out. Just tried to be patient basically all weekend. Never really burned anything up. And it was just a rough range, tough to score on. And, and when Jeff shot that 14 and the shoot-off just right out of the gate, I was kind of planning on shooting the 14 on that hyena. And after I shot a little bit low on that deer, I knew I was a little off on my yardage on the hyena, so I added a couple. I was fortunate enough to actually hit it, and that kind of was the catalyst that kind of pushed me over the top.
Yeah, Tim, we talk about yardage judging all the time. We know your opinion on that, but man, you're good at it. And talk about the contrast. The qualifying out there, shooting in those dark conditions, and then coming out here in the bright sunlight. It's not easy, and shooting a good qualifying score is tough. So talk about those conditions.
Yeah, it's always kind of scary when you come out of the woods and out in this open field, and kind of an anomaly I have with this eye surgery I had is when I look into the sun like that, I get a lot of glare, and so I have a very difficult time, picking out detail on the animals. So, yeah, I'm nervous, on that yardage. I mean, sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't, and you try to adjust off of the, the mistakes you make out there. I think I got just winded on that turkey, didn't pick up on that, so I made a great shot, I thought, but missed the yardage by a couple.
Well, regardless of your thoughts on yardage judging, you're pretty darn good at it. Congrats on another win.
All right, thank you.
Congrats, Tim. All right, another win for the Hammer there. Great ending there for Tim Gillingham. Next up, we have our Open Pro division. A lot of heavy hitters in this one, Darren Christenbury. Folks, don't go away. You're going to want to be here for this one.